Show your girl some love and subscribe to All Things Sydney G. It's not Friday, but it's Sunday. It's not Friday, but it's Sunday. I know y'all mad cause I'm late. I'm sorry I tried my best. I took a week off so I could get some rest. But I'm back. But I'm back. Back. But I'm back. But I'm back. Back. Y'all, welcome to my channel. For those of you who don't know, I am Sydney G. Welcome to my channel, All Things Sydney G. Y'all already know what's gonna go down at the very beginning of every YouTube channel. Every for real, seriously engaged, invested follower does one thing. They share and they do something else. They like and they do one more thing. They subscribe. Y'all can already kind of gauge what kind of mood I'm in. I'm hyped up. Like I said, guys, I took last week off because I just needed some time to rest. Oh, I got a bad cowlick. Y'all just be free. It's late at night and we at the house, so we not doing no whole bunch. Me and Judah just chilling. Real quick, I want to talk about our book for this week. As promised, it is Don't Forget Your Crown by Derrick Jaxn. Y'all know Derrick Jaxn. This book itself is actually, I know y'all probably like, why she got her laptop? Because I got some parts I want to read. But this book itself is actually $9.99, or it was $9.99 when I purchased it. I think I purchased it as a part of a package because I wanted to support. Y'all know how most of us authors do. We drop something fresh around the holiday season. And we're trying to get as much investment, as much action as possible. So the thing about it, guys, is that it's actually an ebook, right? Which is why I have my handy dandy MacBook. And so I'm going to talk to you guys about a couple of things here. There are 125 pages in this ebook. And essentially what it is he's a relationship coach. For those of you who are not familiar with his fine chocolate self. He is really all about helping women find clarity in their pursuit of love and really kind of helping people get a clear understanding of what is healthy and what is not. So if you think that this is something that you're interested in, would I recommend this book? Absolundo. I always think it's really important for us to hear the perspective of the African American man because, first of all, even if you don't agree with what he has to say, he's not the only African-American man that feels that way. And I think that whenever our men take advantage of these access points for sharing how they feel about things, we should check it out. Because, again, he's not the only person that feels that way. So I think that what they have to say is very valid. We are really getting into the heavy, hot sizzler section of this book. Y'all already know I'm gonna give you the sweets and I'm gonna give you the sours. So the sweets, and then I'm actually gonna read this section for y'all. The sweets had a lot to do with some of the trigger content. Y'all know how I'm gonna tell you about what's in the book. If you're an enabler, this is for you. If you like healing snakes, this is for you. What's a snake healer, you ask? A snake healer, that's all my ladies and even my guys who see people who are wounded, who are hurt, who see the snake on the side of the road, as my line brother Wesley would say, and they try to heal the snake back to its best condition. The snake gets healed. You put your hand down there to pet the snake because for some reason you forgot it was a snake. The snake bites you and the snake says, "What? You know I was a snake when you picked me up." Yeah. So, that's for you. There's also this section here where it talks about narcissism. If you're a narcissist or if you struggle with letting go of narcissists in your life, there's going to be some trigger content in there. He talks about the 90-day rule, and he also talks about self-love and self-care, which is really, really big in my book. So of course, so those are some of the trigger content words. And the reason why I put the trigger content words underneath my sweets for this week was because he really touched on a lot of different topics within one book. And I thought that was really dope. I really liked it. It was very refreshing. Some of the sour for me though was that I think you can cover a lot of topics in one book, but I think you also have to be really, really strategic about how you do that, because then it can kind of be hard for your reader to follow. So for me, it was a little bit hard to follow because at one point he would be like, really getting into the pulling your car. Like he was going for broke with checking the community on their dating practices. But then he would go back and talk about his own dating practices. And then he would go back and talk about why he became a life coach. A relationship coach. And then we'll go back to reading your car. And then he would go back. So it was kind of just like a little bit hard to follow. I think it could have flowed a little bit better. But y'all, would I buy this book? Absolundo. Would I gift this book? I already have. It's been claimed. That's right. For my book swap this week, this one is a no-go because it's already gifted. But I think that it's dope. And I would recommend it for anyone to read. Just for general purposes, just for, GP. So guys, if you're not already following me, if you don't know how I get down, before I get into this reading clip, I want you to drop it in the comments. What's the it? I want to know how you feel about what I said. Like, do you guys agree? How do you feel about the way the book is connected together? Do you guys think that it's okay to have just like splotchy or jumpy topics? Or do you think everything should kind of flow in a linear way? It's all about preference, but let's get into the preview. A soulmate is defined by some as a divinely chosen person you're to spend your life with. So when things happen intensely and quickly, it's natural to believe that everything else will fall into place by the direct hand of the universe. Y'all know I don't fool with the universe stuff. I believe in Jesus Christ. God made the universe. You know what I mean? So we don't worship no universe. But anyway, and all we have to do is fall in love with them. Wrong. This is not to say that soulmates don't exist, but this is to call out the impracticality of that mindset, not at least being coupled with some common sense that even if two people are perfectly matched, patience will be needed to build an effective foundation for a long-term run. Sure, if you want to believe that there's only one human in this world that could ever be a fit for you, run with it. But don't get so high off of the idea that you're naive to the fact that even perfect ingredients require time to bake for a dish to be made. Again, this is an ebook, so you want to make sure that you have your compatible devices available once you purchase the book. It's set up as a link. This is a digital link, so it's really, really cool. I wish you guys the best in your book reading, and get in the comments. Talk to me. What's another book that you would like for me to review? All right, guys. Thanks for joining my channel. Thanks for checking me out. And it's a wrap, Mundo. Bye.